very thankful to get to be here today. Every time, it's just one more little blessing. And I'm bad to take it for granted. I really am. But I've got a couple of things on my mind, and you guys will pray for a few minutes. I'll shortly call for a song, and we'll go down in prayer, and then we'll let these brothers come. But I hope this morning that you came seeking something. I truly do. If there's one prayer I have this morning, it's that everyone in this building came out with one thing on their minds. And that is to serve God.
That's right.
To worship and to get a blessing. You know, we're simple here. We're very ordinary people. We don't put a whole lot of stock into religion. But we put a whole lot of stock in salvation.
That's right. That's right.
And I don't know about how yous are or how you all get along, but I find that my comfort and my relief from the troubles of this world come from my Lord. You know, we could fill up this little prayer list here, no doubt, if we went around the room. I heard him call off the young and the old alike. This world is a very cruel and dark place. So full of trouble and heartache. One way or another, we're going to leave this world. And how you spend your time while you have breath is up to you. You've got a choice to make.
That's right. That's right. Seek.
And you know, I was listening to me and Brandy when we were driving out here this morning. I don't know why this come on my mind. But I was listening to a preacher on the radio, and he said something that I have to say I disagreed with. And he said, the Lord is going to call you one time.
Yeah,
and if you don't heed His call, and that's it, you've lost your opportunity. And I just kind of had to shake my head and say, you know, that's not the way I read it.
Jesus don't go away.
You know, this is the way I read it, and you can tell me to hush anytime, but the way I understand it is that you can surround yourself with sin. You can consume, it can consume you. And you can push the Lord further away. And that low, still voice can begin to fade a little bit. But it's not any of the Lord's doing. That's your own doing. Listen, you know, the further away from the light that you get, the more consumed by darkness you get, the harder it is to hear that little voice calling. Listen, but you know what? I serve someone. You know what? If the first time I felt condemned for my sins, when I reached the age of accountability, when the scales come off my eyes, and I realized, Brother Shannon, that I was a sinner. Listen, that was the start of that call. Listen, and He called me. Listen,
that's right.
If you don't know the Lord and pardon and remission of sins, I got news for you. He's calling you right now. Listen, but it's up to you this morning to heed that call.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. It's up to you.
I believe that 100%.
The Lord hasn't changed. We have.
He hasn't given up on you.
And you know, I think of think of all the
Yeah.
people that I've known in my life. Let's get you into song already. I'm going to get out of the way. Think of all the people that I've known in my life and the people that I used to run with and get into trouble with. And you know, I remember this one night when I had run away from home when I was 18 years old. And we were having us a little party, Shad, at one of my friend's house where I was staying. I just had a garbage bag full of my clothes. And I was bouncing around from people's houses. Listen, and you know what? We were doing all manner of evil and wicked things. I just know what I'm talking about. Listen, and you know what? We was right in the middle of doing that. And someone started talking about God. Someone brought up heaven. Listen, and one of my friends with a joint in one hand and a beer in the other, he said, well, I know that I'm going to go to heaven. Listen, and I couldn't help but think, who are you trying to fool?
That's right.
Listen, you can't fool God. I couldn't hold my tongue. I spoke up and said, listen, look around you. Look at what we're doing. Don't kid yourself.
That's right.
People.
That's right.
Right.
Don't fool yourself.
Yeah.
That's the way this world is.
Yes, it is.
Trying to justify
Everything's okay.
nature and sin.
Yeah.
Trying to justify their own actions. But if they would just listen and be obedient to that little voice inside of them.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen on the cartoons, they call it your conscience. What do you think that is? Listen, every man and woman that's born has the measure of faith that is needed. Listen, and it is that voice.
Yes, it is.
Listen, calling unto you, saying, come unto me, all ye that labor, and I'll give you rest.
That's right.
Yeah.